Right, shall we do this, Wills?
Yeah.
Alright then. Which button is it?
Oh gosh.
It's that one, innit? Is it?
Well, that's Sunday, so yeah.
That's the one we want. Hello, folks. 7:30 UK time. Yeah, we are melting. Yes, I'm streaming from home today because for those of you not in the UK or in Europe in general, i.e. my statesiders and the guys across the other side of the world,
It's been 37 degrees.
it's been ridiculous.
Like, that may not seem hot to you, but it's Britain where we are.
Yeah. Yeah,
This is hot.
we're not built for this sort of weather. Mel's even got a flannel.
We melt at 10.
We do. Oh. Right. The reason the lighting's a bit different is because I'm switching on as little lights as possible. Yeah, for heat reasons.
So, yeah.
Mel doesn't do well in the hot. The studio's ridiculous. The studio's...
Up to like 50.
Hottest temperature in the studio I've heard so far was 42.
Oh no.
To be perfectly honest, what are you doing?
Come in, Robbie.
No, you're supposed to be eating your dinner.
I can eat my dinner, are you?
You're not eating your dinner on a live show. Just so you're aware, yeah, the school holidays have started in the UK, so for the next 6 to 7 weeks, anything that I may do at home will guaranteed to have the kids involved. It's hot, even for non-Brits. Dude, I'm melting. Right, okay. Let's just establish, yeah, we've got about 30 people watching. The show's just kicked off. The notifications will be going out. But out of everyone who's here so far, how many of you are Brits and how many of you are melting right now?
Or if you're not Brits, what temperature?
I know there'll be Texans and Mexicans and like people in like Saudi Arabia and all this sort of stuff who are like, dude, that's nothing. We're not built for this. We're built for damp and cold. We thrive in greyness. We do though, don't we?
Yeah.
If we go out and it's like, oh, it's a dry, grey, cool day, we're quite happy, aren't we? Yeah, with a big ball of fire.
Anything over 10 we die.
Becky, welcome to the stream. First time watching? Right. I'm sorry you're just going to have to keep watching me dabbing myself. It's a miracle I'm doing the stream at all. And to be perfectly honest, I think most people have decided to can anything energetic off tonight. Cubs at cadets, so he's going to be like...
Dad?
Yeah, he's going to come in sweaty. Four stars, what do you call it? Melting in Nottingham. Will's melting in southern USA. Pagan can't cope. Melting in London Village. Ooh, London's going to be bad.
Guys?
Yeah?
If you're not in our country, tell us how hot it is and we're going to compare it.
No, it doesn't matter.
Come on, order.
Here it's just warm, 42 degrees. Yeah, I know, General, but your lifestyle, your bodies are adapted to those sort of temperatures.
We're attracted
Yeah.
to rain.
They officially predicted today to be the very hottest day in British record, which goes back to like, I think it's the 1500s or something ridiculous like that. But one of you guys will correct me on that, and it'll probably be only like 30 years or something. Yeah, but yeah, I don't even have a fan. Yeah, we thank you, darling. Don't set a precedent. That could turn out very badly for you. Yeah, so don't be wafting me. Yeah, because I've got to figure out a way of making you earn your pocket money.
£10 per swipe.
Oh, you are ridiculous. Corbyn will do it for half the price. In fact, yeah, I'll get you in a bidding war with Corbyn. I take it you don't have AC. No, we... In Britain, our houses are not designed to vent heat. Our houses are designed to contain heat.
Because we don't get any nice weather.
Yeah. I mean, our windows are double glazed, we have draft excluders and foam seals on all the gaps of our doors and our windows so they're airtight.
William,
we have
Brandon.
Alright, we have dual walls. Hey, darling. Yeah, we have dual walls, so 2 layers of bricks with a cavity in between. as a layer of insulation. We call it cavity walling, and quite often that's injected with what you call expanding foam, yeah, as another layer of insulation. And then on top of that we have like a fiberglass sort of, it's almost like, you wouldn't know, would you, but it's almost like tissue.
Yeah, no, I've seen the
Cotton
fluffy
wool.
stuff.
Yeah, and we have that in our
you spray
attics.
it and then it'll go really big really quickly in it.
No, this is actually something slightly different. And you're talking about the expanded stuff they put in the walls, aren't you? Yeah. But we have like this candy floss sort of material that we put in our lofts. So British homes are designed to really hold the heat.
So we should build our home out of bricks.
Yeah.
Like you can
We
see
are
there.
not designed to vent or regulate or cool the air down in any way. Yeah, and so we have this weird convection thing going on in the house at the moment where we're trying to vent hot air upstairs and draw cool air in at the bottom.
Does he have a terrainiacs shirt on?
I don't think he has a terrainiacs shirt on the basis that
I
only
saw a green thing in the middle.
Well, we have terrainiacs shirts. Don't get them started. Please don't get started.
Guys, your train.
Yeah. Ice block in front of a fan. Yeah, Brit in Essex. I need a fan and I need an ice block.
I know, my stepdad's got the fan because he's poorly, hasn't he?
Yeah,
So
he's got some health conditions, and so we've lent all our fans to him so he's comfortable in in this extreme heat. Yeah, so we're just toughing it out.
Yeah, but his house is so cool. We went in.
The wall of my house are 28-inch solid stone walls. That reminds me of a house we used to live in, an old blacksmith's cottage. Yeah, and the windowsills were that wide I could sit in them as a child. I mean, I'd properly sit in them, like, and have things around me. Yeah, the walls were that thick. Lay a damp rag across the back of your neck. Do that.
Does it help?
It does actually. It cools the blood down. Yeah, it does actually cool the blood down that goes into the back of your head.
Keep it there then.
We have all that too in Southern California. We don't want our cool air leaking out of our homes. Right. With regards to the show, I have no idea, guys. We're melting here. Yeah.
When you melt, you forget.
I'm not even going to attempt to paint. Yeah, because it's just going to dry on the brush.
And
Yeah.
you're going to be so sweaty that the water's going to wash it all off.
I don't even want to. Do you know, I swept the floor earlier. Yeah, and by just sweeping the living room floor, yeah, I'd broken into a massive sweat. Old Spanish houses were incredible for avoiding heat, but nowadays that has changed. In what way, mate?
Can I show this?
Yeah, I'll do it. Really hot here in Wales, mate. Us Welsh aren't designed for this heat.
Oh no,
It's
they
32.
designed for sideways rain.
Yeah. I mean, me and
We used
Kez
to live there.
we've lived in Wales, and we adapted to the Welsh weather rather well. I mean, you get the odd sunny day that were glorious.
I'd go back tomorrow.
But you know what I mean? I was very happy with, the morning dew, the morning mist, or even just a little light drizzle. You know what I mean? As long as it wasn't too windy with the rain. Yeah. Wales was beautiful.
I would. I'd go back tomorrow.
I'll go back today.
We used to live at, what you call it, a place called Chirk, which is up by Wrexham, just to the foothills before you get into Llangollen.
And we lived in a lighthouse.
In a white house. Rock cottage, you mean?
Makes me chuckle
That's what Dad's on about.
how so many Brits can't deal with British weather. No, we can deal with British weather. This isn't British weather.
British weather is rain.
We get we pay lots of money to get on planes to go places this hot. Yeah, but the glorious thing is we know we're going back to you know what I mean? Our cool, comfortable weather afterwards. Yeah. When we visit places this hot, it is on the proviso that we're normally just wearing shorts or, a swim top, and there's a pool and there's nothing to do, and someone's going to cook our food, and, we basically can just bake in the sun. We call it relaxation, not this. This doesn't belong here.
This is like when you're in your nursery.
I was on a school roof today terminating 100 solar panels. Dude, what are you, like, sent from the future to kill off renewable energy? Yeah, the fireball was killing me. I'm guessing you're connecting solar panels together, mate. But that was too good. I'm British and I have dealt with the British weather for over 50 years. It ain't difficult. Yeah, we can deal with British weather. This ain't British.
This is like that weird piece in the jigsaw puzzle that you never know where it goes.
Yeah, no, it's not. People die in this. Yeah, actually, people are I imagine there'll have been quite a few deaths from this today. You know what I mean? It's a sad thing in reality, but you know, those who are ill. I mean, the good thing is our hospitals and that sort of stuff are pretty well air conditioned, but you got to worry for those that, you know, at home and alone and that sort of stuff. But yeah,
we nearly had Thingy pass out today at the pool party.
Who's that?
Gracie.
One of the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been at a pool party all day. Yeah, with her and how many mates?
5, and then we invited 2 others on call because our mum didn't care.
Apparently they just kept turning up.
Well, you see, I was considering turning up and just sitting my grey backside in your pool. Yeah, but it would have like really gate crashed your party, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be right.
Don't worry, we had Grace doing that.
Yeah, but there's one thing Grace doing it.
The 3-year-old.
There's one thing a 3-year-old, darling, yeah, but a 43-year-old doing it.
44?
Shut up, stop reminding me.
You're not 43 anymore, Dad. You're an old man.
Oi! You. Take that back.
Okay, I'll take it back to the shop.
Don't. There's a line.
Okay.
She's being cheeky again.
She's getting carried away and she's winding her neck back in. Yeah. So yeah, this is going to be a casual chat show, guys. If you've got any terrain questions for me, yeah, just throw them into the comments. Yeah, throw a few question marks for them so I can clearly see them. Yeah, and we'll just go for that. Yeah, because I haven't got any terrain to work on at home because the stuff is at the studio. Even my model paints are at the studio. You've had to go at building some battle systems stuff though, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you built a battle systems house, didn't you?
Yeah. Tried to make it unrealistic. 3-story, mini roof, heading off to like one of these above ground things with no stabilisations.
Yeah.
Perfect.
She was just trying to prove she could do it. It wasn't the best way of doing it, but Willow gets into her mind that, yeah, I'm going to prove there is a way, you know.
I'm creative. Oh, good silence.
How often do we have heat waves? We probably, if we're lucky, yeah, or if we're unlucky, we'll get 1 or 2 a year, yeah. But you can go years without having a heat wave. I mean, do either of you remember a heat wave last year?
We had that one at like the very middle where it basically killed all of us and I was really hot and then we had to take me up to the hospital, remember?
No, that wasn't last year. That was the year before. But we can have years that don't have heat waves. We can have summers which don't get very hot at all. You know what I mean? That's quite normal for us. Yeah? To get into the 30s temperatures, that's uh-oh. You know what I mean? That's... I mean, normally we would count a heat wave being high 20s. Yeah? I mean...
Like...
I'm struggling to remember when it was last. In fact, I'm really struggling to remember in my lifetime the last time it's been this hot. I mean, I'm sure there's been periods.
Never has been in my life.
I don't know.
New potato.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Can you climb on top of the cupboard for me and get me some crisps?
This is what normally happens, don't ask.
No cooling centres? No, we don't have cooling centres. At one point I was tempted to kill the solar panels and phone the boss saying they're broke. I'm going home. You would have been the Terminator. Hey, Tam. Hey, cat. Didn't see you sneak in there. I did see you sneak in, but... Also, don't forget to hydrate. Oh, we keep hydrated. Yeah, the pubs will be drained of beer in a heat wave. Mel, when you go to bed, wet a sheet in the tub, wrap yourself in it. It'll keep you cool. It'll also be dry in a couple of hours. I'm just gonna go to bed in the tub. I'm just gonna run cold water, and I'm just gonna sit my ass in that tub, and that's where I'm sleeping. Yeah. How would you do the ground around a coal mine? Cork works really well for coal. Yeah, you can actually buy cork. I think Foreground sell cork that's been stained black, yeah, to look like coal.
I know.
When you do...
Getting closer. Can't see.
Alright.
Perfect.
You'll have to give me a chance here, guys. The brain isn't working on full cylinders. But when you do the... so you've got your cork ground bits, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to immerse them in a bath of black, yeah? Watered down black paint to basically paint them, en masse, and then you can drain them out in a sieve and that sort of stuff. When you put your black together, put just a tiny touch, yeah, of blue, yeah, really deep blue, yeah, just to take the black away from solid black and pull it into that sort of coal. I've always felt it's quite a cold colour, coal black. And we used to have coal fires until you light it, of course. Yeah, but tiny touch of a very dark blue. Yeah, a cold blue, and then into your black just to tint it off, and then just basically give it a mix, give it a stir, and that'll give you your cold ground cover. Whoa, Dad's brain is struggling.
We're all melting.
I'm genuinely struggling to think.
I think my brain has melted and gone into my legs, because now my legs are knowing how to walk and I'm not knowing how to talk.
What's the temperature there then? Maybe best to keep the window shut, mate. Thing is, it's cooler outside at the moment than it is in the house, so I want to keep that window open. 1976, very long heat wave when we had a minister for water. One or two places had standpipes up due to the water shortage. I was born in 75, so I don't remember that. Are we on 30 now, are we? Coming up at 8 o'clock at night.
So, it's 20 past our normal degree. We're gonna die.
It's model railway, so ash and coal dust. Yeah, then go with the black. Go with fine. Cork is great for the large bits. Various grade aggregates. The ground trends to be you don't really need aggregates or grit. Yeah, just a reasonable solid ground with a light scattering of fine sand. Colour wise, you tinted black, yeah, with a little bit of blue, and then highlight up with greys and a little bit of browns in it. Areas where you might get a little bit of mud sort of carrying across, if you know what I mean. Mel, will you still do the teddy bear for battle mat? Oh yeah, I'm messing around with that. I've ordered some bits. So that's coming together. Yeah, I've got great plans for that, for the Burma build. So that's really coming together.
Jimmy, why do you have to go this far?
As we're pushing it. Your brain does fry. My brain's frying, that's for sure. So yeah, definitely going to be doing the teddy bear battle mat, the terrain lab first, get my head properly round it, because my knowledge of teddy bear fur is relatively limited. I've only killed a few of them.
Don't tell me that's what happened to Lonely Bear.
Lonely Bear got took into the woods.
The Lonely Bear's in my damn room.
Lonely Bear's on my damn thatched buildings. Here's my funnel.
Ew!
Next time, live show must be Mel back at in the beach.
I went to the beach without him.
Yeah, kids had a beach day, so I'm a little bit jealous.
I've had a pool day.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to put face powder on my face. It's literally...
Do you want my flannel? Can you re-soak that for me,
I'm
please?
getting work in a minute, mate. They're picking me up in a sec now. I look like I've just got out of the bath.
Yeah, but you're just going to go sit under a tree.
Yeah.
Are you sitting under a tree round a barn or round a building?
I'm sitting on a building.
You're sitting round a building.
Hospital.
Right, okay.
Is it abandoned?
Are you going to take ice creams?
Oh, look, they've been melted by the time I get there, Muppet.
Eat
So,
them on the way.
You've not thought prior planning and got yourself a cool box?
No,
Oh, that's a shame.
I know, it's bad, innit?
Yeah. Right, Mel, what's your best suggestion for ploughed fields? Carpet tiles, mate. There's a video in the Let's Make
Dad?
playlist.
We have loads of ice creams. Do you want me to get you one?
I want to refresh this rag first. Yeah, can you just run it under the cold, but let the cold tap run a little while first, darling, please.
Okay.
And you'll have to wring it out as best you can. Oh, I'm gonna get dripping wet because she can't wring a cloth to save her life. Right.
She tries, bless her.
No, I mean, I'm just saying from the physics of her being, a child. Yeah, so yeah, best suggestion for plough fields. Plough fields. Yes, the sun brings all the out on their motorbikes. For your record, I live in the centre of social housing, a large estate, and it's quite popular when the sun comes out for the lads to get their shorts on, get the trainers on, and then get on their illegal motorbikes and go driving all over everywhere, pulling
No
wheelies.
tops, no motorbike helmets, no nothing.
I'll tell you what.
I saw a motorbike with 3 people on today.
3 people on a motorbike earlier.
I've got gossip about the neighbours, but I'll tell you off the stream.
Okay.
can't, you know what I mean?
Tell me which side.
Straight across.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh. Mel, what did you use for the battle mat material? Drop cloth. In the UK, we call it dust sheets. Yeah, good job. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, in the
I
UK
shoved it
we
in the
call them
freezer for
dust
5
sheets. In the US, I think they're called drop cloths. Specifically, I used a plastic backed one that I got from B&Q. Right, moving up. Best suggestion for plough fields. Just nipping back to that question. Yeah, you are definitely going to come off that, mate.
Just answer whoever's talking to you.
No, just let me...
Shut the window.
I'm shutting the window. There we go. I will melt.
I don't know.
But no, as I was saying, yeah, tiles, carpet tiles are great. You can get these ridged ones. The main thing you've got to do is spray prime them. Yeah, with a coloured primer. Because they're designed to sort of like be cleanable and not soak in stains, trying to get acrylic onto them is a nightmare. Also the material themselves. So you can do what you call it. You've got various thicknesses of carpet tiles. If you want to go lower than carpet tiles, you need to go flash back to the, what was it, the late 80s where corduroy was fashionable. Do you remember corduroy, Kez?
What are you asking me for? Yeah, I do. My mum used to stick me in it all the time.
Yeah, look at that face. But corduroy is a
Charity
material.
shops are the best.
But
You'll get
it's
like the
got,
old
like,
men's trousers.
Ridges in it. Yeah, and so it's like a ridged material. And you can usually find that in what you call
Charity
it.
shops are
Yeah.
best with like old men's trousers.
I mean, I don't know if it's popular in the US still. It might be.
You can get it from charity, like
Yeah.
thrift shops, charity shops, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got no hairspray, have you?
No, it's not good. It's not naturally perfect.
Shorts on a motorbike? Jesus. No, let me be absolutely clear. Yeah. 5 lads just went up on 2 bikes, yeah, and they had shorts, trainers, no helmet either.
Don't mess my hair, baby.
Can you imagine the road rash they're going to get?
Wait, 5 people on 2 motorbikes, no
Yeah.
helmet.
Yeah, not a helmet between them.
Dad, is it weird that I want to get like a siren speaker and hide it
No.
there just so when they go past I could be like...
Look, they have their choices in life. That's the choice they've decided to make. Now, you can tell them it's wrong and you can point out that, but you
They'll
can't
get hurt.
stop them from doing it. Yeah, so they've got to live with the consequences, darling.
Okay then.
Yeah, it's not our job to punish them for what they've done. Yeah,
Unless they hurt one of our family.
then they're going down.
Yeah. Like that's the rules.
But they're not going to hurt our family because we're in the house anyway. Right, Mike's asking, the jungle terrain mat you made, yeah? Are there drawbacks to a bigger 6x4 version? Will it lie completely flat over the entire mat? Any problems with the edges curling up? No drawbacks. The one thing I'd say with using the herbs is you need to be aware that you're going to lose, you know, more than you would expect, but nowhere near enough to really affect the look of it. Yeah, but the herbs do shed on a large amount. If you go into the Burma Build playlist on the channel, I actually did a full 6x4 battle mat, yeah, and it laid flat and all that sort of stuff. The edges didn't curl up, you know, it was absolutely fine for gaming. I mean, it was, I won't say it was like, it wasn't drop flat like you get with a neoprene battle mat, but the moment some terrain pieces were put on it as well, it was perfectly fine. Yeah, so if you want to check that out, that's I think it's episode 9 in the Big Burma series. Either episode 9 or episode 7.
All hail the Mel and the Willow. I should be coming first, mate.
Sting a bit if you fell off, most definitely. Mel, if you guys get too hot, the snow dome's not far from the bar. Have a balcony out onto the slope.
Don't even say that.
Mods or rockets? No, just estate lads. Yeah. Jav biker gear, shorts, t-shirt, dodgy trainers, no helmet. Yeah, that's it. That's it, exactly. It'll cost them. You know what I mean? It is going to cost them. I hope it's saying. We call those riders organ donors. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, they probably don't have organ donor cards. And to be truthful, their organs are probably that rotted with drugs and that sort of stuff. You wouldn't want to put them in someone.
I'm going to be an organ donor.
You could see Fred's feet in some of the close-ups on your latest tutorial. Could you? I missed that.
I want to watch it.
I thought I'd done my best to edit Fred out, but God bless him. I do love that guy. Yeah, but...
My feet.
Yeah, but he still managed to get his feet in. Thing is, I think that's just me, isn't it? I was thinking about this earlier, yeah, and I look at other channels, I look at how other channels have changed and developed if they've got bigger and that sort of stuff, and I think I'm never going to change. You know, I can upgrade the kit, the picture can get...
Sorry.
Yeah, like I was saying, you know, I think... The picture may get better, the sound may improve, but the actual production quality, it's always going to be this way. Can you make terrain where the main piece is a giant boulder that has a giant's face before? A giant's face before? Guest star on his feet. A giant boulder, if you're talking about like the rocky emblems, yeah, they're quite easy to make. You get a couple of ways of tackling it. You can either just carve it out of foam, or you can use foam as sort of the substructure, and then get like wood bark chips to create the features of the face, and then blend it all in, yeah, with a filler, a textured filler. Hear you, Rob? I do hear Fred saying something at one point as well. I think what you call it, I may have missed a trim. Yeah, but I just think that's how we're going to roll. I don't really mind, to be truthful. I used to beat myself up about like the production quality standards, you know, and I used to watch Beasts of War and loads of, and you know, their videos just looked loads more polished. Yeah, and I don't know.
Are these all letters?
I think you lot just come for, you know, a mixture of the banter, the reality, and what you call it, and just me sharing what I know about terrain and my passion. And I don't think polishing it in any way would make it better. In fact, I think it'd make it worse, to be perfectly honest, because I think it's sometimes the rawness of it's clear that I am not an audio-visual sort of person. Yeah. I think because that's so clear sometimes, I think if I did polish it up and that sort of stuff, it just wouldn't work. I think he means the head of a statue that has fallen and eroded. Yeah, you can do that too. Yeah. You do a cracking job. Thanks, Rob. Made me giggle too. Very down to earth. Don't change, Mel. Mel did a blood altar with a large skull. Wouldn't take much work to... Yeah, that's true. There's that's in the Let's Makes playlist. Don't change your vids to class. Yeah, I know I'm speaking to a friendly fan base. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so you could say it's slightly biased, but no. I quite like the way we sort of bimble along, and I quite like the way how, you know, it's more of an adventure than a business. Yeah. The TV production side is very businessy. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and I never started off. I never thought I'd get anywhere as big as this. You know, doing terrain on YouTube. Come on. Yeah, turns out I was wrong. Then again, I was wrong about the Kickstarter funding as well, and you lot proved me wrong on that one. But you know, I just never came to it as a business thing. If I could make a bit of money out on the side and help support the family, then great. But I was under no illusion that it was going to be even full-time. And what an adventure. You know, and I don't want to turn the adventure into, into the routine that comes with business. So I think it's always going to be a little haphazard. The graphics and the video editing are always going to be a little bit amateur. There are, occasionally going to be an extra set of feet in, or, the odd overheard word called. But as long as I start every video with, right, come on, what are we going to do now? And let's have some fun. You know what I mean? And enjoy. I mean, hands down, yeah, I lucked out. You know what I mean? I get to do my hobby and my passion, yeah, for a living. And this year, for the first time, it's been a good living, yeah. I'm not rich in any means, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? But, yeah, it's the first time it's not been, or I can see soon enough, yeah, that I'll have a bit of security and it won't be a month-to-month thing, which it's always been in the past. And that's a glorious thing. And I don't want to taint that by turning it into a business to see if I could make more. I think that's why I've been reluctant to go down the t-shirt routes, because I felt it was businessy. But this is one hell of an adventure. So nah, I don't think the quality of the picture and the quality of the audio may improve. The graphics may improve, yeah, as Tanya slowly helps me more and more. But I think the videos are always going to be the way they've just always have been. Scorching even as Mel's brain finally fried by the heat here. Talking up, polishing up rubbish. Oh, Jace. Mate, melting dude. Willow.
Yeah.
Redrench.
Alright.
Thank you. Oh, Mel always wrong both. Yeah, that's me. People are following. Hey, Ninja. Did I send you some picture of my teddy bear fur mats made by my son? I'll check them out, mate. No, sorry about the ramble there. I think it was heat induced. Cat sending dots. I don't have high hopes about the GWTV series, but just maybe it will turn out alright. Depends on the people who are writing it and that sort of stuff. Oh, thank you, Dom. People who are writing it and that sort of stuff, I think it's going to depend on their real knowledge of Eisenhorn. You know what I mean? And the 40k world. It'll also depend on how much control GW have over the project. I mean, the guy who's doing it, yeah, he's got good credence. You know? Oh. You come a long way from that end of an era video. Sitting right here when I made that one. It was Wednesday night. I think we'd just done a live show. Oh, God. Going into Christmas. Absolutely brassic. I think when you turn such a passionate hobby into a full-time money-making business, the enjoyment goes. I think that's the risk, Mike. Yeah, and I've noticed it creep in at the edges. Yeah, and I know I would say I'm very worky at the moment, but I'm very...
Dad, I froze these.
Oh, you genius! I'll give you the code. She froze these.
And I made another rag and I put it in the freezer for your next one.
You put it in my freezer?
Gotta keep it cold.
You are definitely my daughter. Definitely my daughter. Yeah. Oh, and then, so what do you call it? So yeah. I've got all over the place with that now. Willow's thrown me with that delicious gift. But no, yeah, you can see business. There's definitely business creeping in at the edges. Yeah, I'm aware that I'm very worky at the moment. But I'm also aware that a lot of people stepped up, you know what I mean, and backed the book. Yeah, so I'm doing them right. And that's my priority until I've done them right. You know, and I'll be honest with you. How's the book looking, darling? You've read it.
It's banging. It is banging. It's good when people who are like you say, people who, your close friends who've seen it are like, wow, I've learned tons.
Now, if I'm getting praise off the wife for the book, it's gotta be good.
What did Corbin say last night there with your little puns in it? He wasn't impressed, was
No,
he?
no. He saw one of my jokes and he was like, Dad, you can't put that in a book. It's just not cool. And me and Kes were like, no, it is cool. It's cool for people our generation. And he was doing that Kevin thing really hard.
You're just not old enough to understand, kid. Just
Yeah. No, Dad, that's not funny. Yeah, it is.
Dad.
Oh,
Dad.
my lunch bowl hit the mouse. Oh, Kat, what are you doing?
This is
Right.
lovely.
I'll dive in a minute.
Do you need me to open it? Because they're a bit hard to
Oh
open.
my God, that frozen pop, childhood feels. Go get yourself a...
Paul's on his way now.
Yeah,
We've
no
got a
worries, darling.
quenty couple we frozen.
So what, 11:30 did you say?
I'll be back for about 10:30, 11.
11:30. Oh, not too long of a night then.
No.
Alright. Well, go enjoy your bat spotting.
I will.
Would you even know what sort they'll be tonight?
They're probably going to be pips.
Pips, little ones. Yeah. Won't no Draculas then?
No Draculas. No.
Not as yet.
Not
Keep
as
looking.
Yeah.
If it turns out alright and popular, might we see a Gaunt's Ghost TV series as well? That'd be awesome. Yeah. I'm quite interested because, I mean, the 40k universe, it's quite, it's quite fascist and it's quite brutal and it's, you know what I mean?
Not for me.
And it's going to be quite interesting to see how people who don't know the fandom and don't know the source material react to it. Do you know what I mean? When you actually look at, you know, the 40k and, you know, how humanity means nothing in service to the Imperium. Do you know what I mean? That's going to be fascinating. And I'm interested to see how far down that line
That is
they'll...
boiling. Do you want me to go swap it?
Go on then.
You want a nice one, don't you?
I do. Yeah. It's interesting to see how... I'm interested to see how far down that dark line, yeah, the TV series go. Whether they've got the bottle to show, you know, the real brutalities of the 40k universe. You know, the fact that they consider it quite acceptable just to sacrifice an entire planet. You know, or you know, the idea of servitors, yeah, as a method of punishment. Oh. think the thing is, to let the businessy side get dealt with, the people that you trust in the hobby comes career field. Like Dave is handling the business part of the book, and Mel is dealing with the hobby side of the book. Yeah, there is that. You know what I mean? You can, and you will have to. You cannot. Oh God. Oh Jesus wept.
It got ice on it, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna put that bit in the middle so I don't kill his neck. Yeah, the other one's in there.
Yeah, I'll be back in a second.
10 minutes later. I'll let you practice voice.
That was brilliant, Willow. That really was brilliant.
Just hit me when you want me to do it, Dad. One eternity later.
In other words, let people you trust do the business stuff and get the creative genius create. Yeah, I think that's the route to do it, and you can't avoid the business side of it. I've had to deal with the tax man and the VAT man and stuff like that, and there is a business side of it because it's a living. It pays the bills. Yeah, I'm very grateful for that. But I think above all, I'm glad I'm able to keep it focused on the hobby rather than trying to make the money. Do you know what I mean, Wills?
Yeah. We'd rather do hobbying than money.
Well, once the bills are paid and we're comfortable, you know what I mean?
Then hobby.
Then it's about enjoying your life. I mean, there's no point ending your life a multi-millionaire but working all of it, is there?
No, go have some fun.
Right, with regards to the book, with regards to the TV series, yes, there will be outrage. Book 2 of Eisenhorn goes quite grimdark quite quickly. It does. What's NC-17? Is that sort of like what's that? Is that like our 15-18 ratings?
Yeah.
Oh, Willow's already been putting the washcloths in the freezer.
You don't know what they're on about, Will.
Ah. Do you ever do any 1/64th terrain for Gaslands? Funnily enough, I do have thoughts along that line. I have an idea for a table for Gaslands. I don't have time to do it at the moment.
That's why I'm going to be doing it.
Actually, we do need to figure out a project for you.
Oh, I did bring you all the cardboard you asked for.
Cardboard?
Yeah, Dad asked me to bring a load of cardboard from work.
Are we making a cardboard box shelter?
I don't know. I can't remember what the cardboard was for.
You were going to make some cardboard buildings or something.
Can we turn the trampoline into a mini hut?
No.
We're doing it tomorrow.
Well,
Yeah.
Dad's supposed to be paying attention to the people who are talking to you,
Okay,
mate.
then here's attention, Dad.
You have your dad all the time.
Right. So yeah, I got a thought on some Gaslands terrain. Yeah, we'll have to see how that pans out. Why most terrain boards have hills and rivers but no lowerings, depressions? They're so easy to make. And make the terrain realistic. No, I completely agree with you. Yeah, depressions and undulations is one of the rare things. I think a lot of terrain, to make depressions you need to be able to cut into the foam, and that requires a modular board or a complete foam board. So that's the first factor. I think a lot of people, when they tackle those sort of boards, don't remember about those sort of things, to be truthful. Hills, rivers, roads, they're the easy ones to add, and being able to cut in for a river. The other side is, the moment you start to add undulations, and, a contoured surface to a board, you can no longer realistically stack other scatter pieces on it, because it won't be flat as such. I mean, you can have modular tile boards that are foam based and have rivers cut into them, but still have flat areas for scatter pieces to drop onto. The moment you make that undulating, you'll start ending up with the bridge effect and the seesaw effect. You know, same with placing models. Yeah, they might undulating ground may be great for skirmish games where models can be placed individually. But if you've got rank and file units that use large bases, that starts to affect, its balance, will it slide, and all those sort of things. So I think a lot of people don't include it because they forget about it. I think a lot of people don't include it because for what you gain in realism, you're losing functionality. Yeah, but I like undulations on my terrain.
Still cold.
USXXX without graphic adult content. Right, got you. It'll be interesting how how far down that route they go. You know what I mean, with the TV series. We've got like 3 different conversations on the route, on the go in one time. Right, just so you know, Kez is nipping out to work now. I'm going to have to wrap this up in about, probably about, about half an hour, just slightly earlier than normal. Reason being is I'll have to nip out because Kez is at work. I'm going to have to nip out, get the boy from... Have I got my... Yeah, I've got my keys. Yeah. Right.
I can't find mine anyway.
They'll turn up. Right, Batwoman. Come give me a kiss. Have you got your high vis?
Paul's got it.
Has he? Alright. Got your hard hat because you're on site, aren't you?
He says he's got everything.
Oh, he's got all your PPE?
Yeah.
Alright then, no worries. Alright, well in which case, go enjoy your donuts.
What's crisps and Kit Kats. I've got my snacks.
Oh, is it Chris and Kit? They'll be expecting cakes.
I know, well, they didn't give me no time.
Enjoy. Yeah, Moz is asking who won the D-Day board. Yeah, Corbin there, little sod. Baba.
Do you want me to go and...
Yeah, you want a refresh? I'll go for a refresh, darling. Oh. Just feel like it's cooling down a little, which is nice. So yeah, Corbin won the D-Day board battle, the Git. Let me just pop this open. Give the audience an idealist as a point of view character, someone who generally thinks 40k is black and white and the Imperium is entirely good. Ooh, I don't know how they're going to play it. Because Eisenhorn's I mean, he's an Inquisitor, so he's going to be messing with the nasty stuff. This isn't a war movie. This is an investigation. It's a detective story. I mean, that's what... I don't know for sure, but that's where I...
Get ready, Sam.
Okay, go on. That's nice.
They got ice on it, so I was like, okay, then I'm keeping it.
Yeah. No, what you call it? Eisenhorn, it's not a war story, is it? It's a detective story. So that's one of the things I'm really interested about. How dark will the 40k movie really be? It's going to be shown in a lot of 40kers who might not understand the grim. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's a dark world to present to someone who doesn't know the world. I mean, just think about like the servitor skulls, the flying skulls that fly. I mean, how are you going to react to that? Because I mean, we don't even register that as a thing. The skulls and the dark content. I think as consumers of the IP, as consumers of the IP, we do just accept it and we don't see it. Yeah, to someone coming to it for the first time, it's going to look pretty dark and grim.
Is it weird that I would probably be looking like, oh, damn, that's cool.
Martin's saying he's made loads of acrylic mats, jungle, desert varieties, mud roads. using teddy bear fur and acrylic caulking. Any ideas on making flexible tarmac roads? Best one is what you call it. Belt sander rolls.
Do you like Jim?
Just applied onto a base of acrylic caulking. Yeah, I saw what you did.
I graffitied Dad's pot.
Joe's saying now you're spoiling me. Yes, she is. Oh, this is very spoiled.
And this is because I want to. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm already having 6 friends over tomorrow just to annoy you.
That's okay. You can have your friends over. I'm going to get the little mini pool out. I'm going to fill it with cold water. And I'm going to sit in the shade in my mini pool.
Mum said we can have it.
I'm having it. Daddy directive.
6 girls against 1 man.
I'm having it.
No, you're not. I'll see you on our side.
Oz won't be on your side. He'll be in the pool with me.
Yeah, I will be splashing him.
You won't splash. Actually, yeah, you can splash me. But anyway, yeah. Right, couple of comments.
It's a lesser of 2 evils. Yeah,
Jimmy's saying it's unavoidable. They could have taken Cassie's cane instead if they wanted to avoid that. Flash, man, yeah, they certainly could. He's
Dad?
a
We have 10 minutes till 3 men.
Okay, can I speak without you jumping in for a second, young lady? You're butting in a lot at the minute. Let me finish a few sentences, lass? Oh, look at Oz watching his mum go to work through the window.
He doesn't care now.
How do you explain the actual servitors? That's another dark point. Just get 2 big blocks of ice for the pool. I'll have to find some ice.
Why does yours stay up?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, mine's literally gone smaller.
I've got cola on me, what do you call it? On
See,
my...
This is a normal day.
This is a normal day. This is not a normal day.
No, actually, I take that back.
I'm expecting the level of violence, gore in the 40k movies to be hit with a high film rating, thus making it unwatchable for young 40k players. How ironic would that be? I think what you call it, the thing is, yeah, GW can make the argument that they have the comic series. Isn't that becoming an animated TV series?
Yes.
Yeah, for the younger audience. And I think, to be truthful, yeah, I mean, our ratings in the UK, it's 12, 15 and 18 are the sort of the limits. Yeah. I think, what you call it, I think if they made it a 15, which the books kind of are, because there's no real swearing in the books. I mean, they're quite gory, but you get gore at 15 and you get darkness at 15. Yeah, and I can't see there'll be much sort of sexual content or anything like that. So if they can get away with 15, then I can see a lot of fans that will get in to see it, if you know what I mean. So it's going to be interesting to see how that one pans out. Lie yourself down, Oz. Cool down, mate. Right, I've got about...
You're acting like you're done with that one, are you?
Were you that desperate to swap it?
Yeah.
Well, do me a favour.
Yeah.
Go put that back in just in the fridge so it melts a little bit more. It's too hard of a block of ice for Dad's teeth, darling.
Let it melt on your desk then.
40k isn't really for very young people at all. Yeah, I'd say that's a fair comment. I think there are young people involved in 40k, but I think that's because they've been introduced to it at an early age. A bit like my kids. But I think that's definitely a fair comment. So, I must admit, I am interested. Fingers crossed, it'll be a good TV series and it'll be the start of some really good TV. Go on then.
Dad, I sort of put this one with all the ice, so...
quite akin to Game of Thrones or those antiquity series. If they can make Deadpool 15, a 40k movie will be a 12A. That's true. Deadpool was a 15, and there's some blood and guts and mess in that. So that's a fair comment. What do you do when you don't have friends in an 80-kilometre area that are wargaming players? You recruit and you train them. Wargaming players are all over the place. They just haven't started wargaming yet. Ratings seem to be more on profit these days. I don't know. I mean, I don't think anyone really takes much care of ratings anymore. Do you know what I mean? I think the only thing it really regulates, because the ratings came out, and when you had just the cinema and sort of you were hiring videos, the ratings could control who could get their hold on those films. You know what I mean? So if it was 18, you had to be an adult. Oh. Thank you, darling. So if it was an 18, you'd have to be, an adult to watch it. I think now with on-demand services, tour streaming, illegal downloads, Netflix, yeah. I mean, even though you have your own profile on Netflix, don't you? And it's a kid's profile.
Yeah.
You still technically have access to the grown-up shows as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just you who chooses not to watch them.
Yeah, technically for us we get the kids and the adults, because for teenagers and stuff like that. And then the adults, they have no kids stuff.
Yeah.
So the filter's basically for the adults so that they don't have to watch kids stuff.
So you're just a minute, because your mum set this up, and okay, right. So on Netflix, the kids profile shows you the kids and the adult stuff.
Yes, and then the adults only shows
and the adults just show you the adult stuff. So what you're saying is...
adults don't have to watch Peppa Pig because they're 4-year-old, they get to watch Stranger Things.
Right, okay, but what you're saying is if I want maximum choice, I should just go for a child's profile.
Yeah.
It's got actually nothing to do with restricting what you see.
Yeah. I figured that out when I logged on to Netflix on my computer, and I was like, wait, what?
Oh.
Why is a mummy on here? I want to watch this now and then.
Oh, classic parenting. Just as well I raised you right, innit?
I don't think you actually did. I've been watching horror films lately. I'm watching a big
No, that's perfectly acceptable. Yeah. Your great nan loved horror films. Your nan loves horror films.
I love horror films.
Your mum...
You're scared of them.
No, your mum loves horror films.
What?
Yeah. But as long as they're horror films that can't be real. Okay?
And they
so
have the...
it's a long trait in your mum's genetic line of loving horror. I think that's why she married me.
What, so you could stop her?
No, because I'm a horror. Oh, right. Honestly, I'm sick of trying to recruit. I spend a lot of money and time to be able to recruit, and no one shows up.
Dad's trying.
Are there no gaming stores or anything? I find it hard for an 80-kilometre area not to... I mean, I'm guessing you're in the States, first off. Because with no offence, I mean, you can't move for hitting something wargaming in the UK, with that sort of distance.
There you go. I help my dads.
Different gear TV. Yeah. Another tip for the heat: keep your air conditioner set to 25 degrees C.
And make your daughter do all of the work.
If we had an air conditioner, I wouldn't be doing this.
Maybe we do.
Yeah, Lenny, I hear you.
Dad?
Trouble with the cinema is it's expensive. Parents can't view it before kids. I found watching Batman with my 3-year-olds in the cinema really uncomfortable. At home, it's up to the parents. I mean, you had that with that Italia, didn't you, Nan?
A litter.
A litter, yeah. Because they swear quite...
Yeah, don't we...
You don't need to say it.
I know. So me and Amelia, we were going to watch a litter, and my nan thought it was a kids' film because it was about robots. So because it was robots and anime. So we go in, and there is hella swearing of, "You'll be begging on my knees for mercy." Full word of F your mercy.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, we've established you know what those words are.
Yeah, a lot more of that. And then there was violence. There was death.
Yeah.
And Amelia came out scarred for life.
So my mum got a bit of a... Amelia came out scarred for life. What did you come out with? You just thought it was a good film, didn't you?
No, I came out and I was like, I want to watch that again. Now I know everything. I'm going to come in with a metal
The thing is,
and I'm going to squeal.
you're massive into your anime, isn't it? So
Yeah.
it's everything up your street, isn't it?
Like
But it's
anime,
just a little bit
robots,
more grown up.
Swearing. This is perfect.
Look at her. They are.
Thank you, Paps.
Willow, that is what kids for. Pagan 11 and watching aliens. Understandable.
They're robots.
We're in Sweden. See, we've already started putting people together. It's Jace off. Catch you later, dude. And that's what Cat is off. In which case, catch you later.
Why does it say moderator down?
The key is to have it on the same days every month and commit to at least a year before throwing in the towel. Whoa, well, I don't even know what that comment is. That about setting up a club? So I've not tried to start a board game, but I started a board game night with the youth group kids at my church. I've been at it for over a year. There were plenty of times when no one showed up. It does take a while to to sort of get the wheels in motion. Libraries, all those sort of places are the best places to start. I mean, we're kind of lucky in the UK because the UK does game a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we do have that sort of advantage. If a parent doesn't employ a bit of child labour, then you are doing it wrong. Too right. Downright. The lawns are looking quite untidy, so I'll have to get on to...
That's Corbin's job.
Yeah. Although, who did your recycling? Actually, you did your recycling today.
Did.
Good girl.
Wait, Dad, is it still the one who gets...
You could always kip in the 24-hour Tesco. I've thought about it. I'm picking Corbin up from cadets, and then me, you and Corbin are in the car. Mum's at work. Yeah. But I'm thinking, Corbin hasn't had any tea yet. I haven't had any tea yet, and you've only had a snack. Road trip?
Let go. Where are we heading, Dad?
Don't tell Mum.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's hope she ain't secretly watching this.
No, she won't be secretly watching this.
So where are we going?
Any walking
We're going Mackey's?
Yes.
I don't know where we're going.
Well, we'll just figure it out as we go. I think you're doing it wrong.
Why do these heat up so damn fast?
They do heat up damn fast. Right, I think we're sort of stalling, to be truthful, guys. I think everyone's sort of reached the sort of melting point, and we're just going round in little circles. Yeah? Girls need to know how to mow lawns too. Yeah, damn right. And when she gets to watch at high school, she'll take on garden jobs just like Corbin did. Yeah? Right, let me be understanding. Yeah? There is... Both my kids do the chores. Their chores are age specific. Yeah, they are not gender specific. Yeah. How many years until you join the Army Cadets and get to fire an assault rifle, Willow?
I have to be in year 8, so 1 and a bit.
So 1 and a bit year before she's packing what you call it 5.56 and mulling a Bergen across Cannock Chase, just like Corbin will be this weekend. Yeah. The only difference is you'll have Mum with you, and I'll have the house to myself.
I'm not joining.
You're joining.
Oh, yeah.
You are joining.
Yeah, but do I have to be, like, I need one with I can't be in one with Mum, so that cancels one that I really want to be in. And then I have Corbin.
Look, even if what you call it, even if you went to your mum's debt, you're still with Corbin's girlfriend. So you're not completely away from Corbin. And the fact of the matter is, you're just going to have to go to the same detachment as your brother, because your mother can't go to the same detachment.
Can't I just, like, catch a bus to the nearest one in China?
No, because between me and your mum, yeah, we've got to run round and get you. So if you and Corbin go to the same unit, which is just up the road, it's easiest for us because your mum will have to go up to a different unit. Kerry's training to be an adult instructor, a sergeant in the Army Cadet Force, an adult sergeant. It's part of the way that it works is if you have children in the adult cadet forces, you cannot be an adult instructor in the same unit that your children attend. So you get the city's got about how many is the city? Has the city got about 8 or 9 different cadet detachments?
8 to 9. You got 2 engineering, 2 medical, 2 frontline.
Infantry, yeah.
And then there are 4. Then there's 2 others, and I can't.
There's an RLC one, isn't there? And there's signals.
And then you got the air.
No, not the air ones. Not the air cadets. But there's like 8 or 9 different army cadet detachments just in our city. So Kerry has to go and serve a different one than her kids are going.
Because they think that she'll give us special treatment when she'll probably give us a harder one.
Join the Scouts. We do shooting from 6 years old. Yeah, but you don't fire 5.56 on full automatic, mate.
I would want to join the Scouts.
Well, you've done the Scouts. It was boring, wasn't it?
Wait, wasn't that like that mini club I went to, where we would all hold hands at the end of the day, of the day and go, "We hold our hands and softly say, 'Thank you, Lord, for this joyful day.'"
Was that beavers or rainbows?
I didn't go to rainbows. That was beavers.
Was that beavers? Was it?
I never ended up going to rainbows because I thought, this is
Well,
terrible.
didn't you decide to quit that because you wanted to do kickboxing with Corbin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like fighting more than I do like, oh, let's go pick up some leaves and turn them into a pretty picture.
Which is quite ironic because you're quite an artist.
I like fighting.
Thug.
Yeah.
Right, guys. Before Little Miss Fisticuffs here. Yeah. For Little Miss Fisticuffs gets
Can I sit underneath the last bit?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yep, I am.
Is it okay to make a post in Swedish on the terrainiacs group to find people in the community to play with? Feel free, but what I'd suggest is do the post in Swedish and and English, yes, that's the language I'm thinking of. Yeah. Also, just so I know what's actually in it when I go to do the admin. Also, just mention gaming and terrain making. You got to sort of keep it relevant towards the group. It's not a gaming group; it's a terrain making group. If you know what I mean. Yeah, hopefully you'll find some connections there. Now, I think we're going to call it now. Go get the boy from Cadets.
Which I don't want to.
Well, you're going to have to.
Damn.
Yeah. And I'll put Little Miss Fisticuffs here. Yeah, let her cool down before Scrappy Doo starts to scrap. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah. So, guys, very quickly, better check the phone. Just in case anyone did any... Oh, there's a paper.
Oh, we didn't notice?
No, didn't notice. I wasn't expecting to
We're
be
terrible. We're mean.
Dave C, thank you, dude. I think he's still in the chat. Sent 5 nuggets this way. I'll throw that towards the teddy bear fund. Yeah.
Wait.
That's more fur for the grinding. And remember, guys, if you do like the channel, yeah, I think we're about 25 quid off. What you're getting everything for the teddy bear videos. So, if you like the channel, links down below. You can throw some stuff that way, but no pressure whatsoever. Yeah. In the meantime, I've got to go get this girl some food. Yeah.
So I'm sneaking out.
I don't know, but anyway.
Can't tell what.
Right. I have a terrain studio, so it's relevant. That'll do, dude. Right, guys, listen, you have a great one. And I will see you. Yeah, video out on Saturday. It's just a vlog update on the book. Yeah, and then I will catch you on Sunday. And hopefully we won't be melting as much then.
Like the video and subscribe.
Oh, I can take my trousers off now.
No! Dad, that is not allowed. That is forbidden.
I'll just scare the kids in one easy move. Right, I'm going to continue to melt. Catch you later, folks.
Dad,
All the best.
I made myself a freezing flannel.